Hey there, Craig Cottle, Director of Nature Reliance School. I get regularly asked about my Hill People Gear kit bag, and I've done a video, but it's been a long time ago on what I carry in it, and I've had so many requests lately I thought I would do another one. So I'm going to get over here at the cabin, sit down at the table, lay everything out, show you what I use, because it's changed since the last time I did this. I wouldn't say considerably, but there's definitely some changes that are going to benefit you if you're interested in getting one and what you might carry in a backpack or a kit yourself. All right, so let's take a look at this from two different perspectives. Let's first take a look at the overall setup that I have, which is different than a lot of people's, and then we'll talk about the specific contents. So obviously the chest kit bag portion right here is their SAR Kit Bag. The thing that makes it different than the others is that it has this Velcro panel on the front and has this MOLLE webbing at this angle on the front as well. The specific design, I believe, was intended to be utilized to hold a radio like I have it on right here, like this bow thing. But I've seen a lot of guys carrying knives and tourniquets and lots of different things right here, so it's up to you, obviously. I chose to get the Recon Harness. Recon Harness, I'm not going to take this completely apart, but the Recon Harness is this setup right here that's on the back of it. The reason I chose that is because I can put a water bladder in there and it makes it easier to carry water, and it just distributes the weight better for me in the way that I like to carry stuff. I also have and used to carry an admin pocket on the back of the Recon Harness. One of the guys from Nature Reliance School, one of our instructors, gave me this thing recently. It's one of the old school, got one of the old school Hill People Gear patches on it. I'm a big fan of ATAX, he knows that, so ATAX camouflage. So this is a pocket that I have on the back of it, and I'll open this up in just a minute and show you what I carry here and how I utilize it. So let's go front to back on the kit bag itself. I usually carry a Baofeng radio at this point. I had a nice Yaesu and it just crapped out on me, so I carry the Baofeng again because it's easier to program and more affordable. On the bottom, I also have one of the Hill People Gear. I don't think they manufacture this, but it is a tourniquet holder. It's designed to hold a cat's tourniquet, but I carry a soft tourniquet instead, and it fits perfectly well in there, soft or cat tourniquet, whichever one you want. Again, I've got a nameplate that came from my son. I've got the Nature Reliance School knife and leaf logo patch on the front. Inside the first pocket, what I have here, first off, I just started using one of these Right in the Rain pencils, one of the new designs. I've actually really enjoyed it. It's a little heavy compared to the other one, but it's strong, it does well. I also have in here the Streamlight Sidewinder, which you can use this on a headband, but this light comes off as well. The head articulates, oftentimes used by a lot of military personnel as a helmet light, sticking on portions of the bump helmets or regular warfighter helmets. And that works really well. So you got blue, green, and red and white lights. I also have the old school, let me be clear on that, the old school Silver Ranger. The new school Silver Rangers are not worth a crap. They always get bubbles in them, but I've had this one for almost 30 years. I have a notebook that one of our students gave to me at a recent class. It's just a weather notepad. It's got similar to Right in the Rain notebook paper in it. Works really well, graph paper. I use that a lot for drawing leaves and tracks and stuff of that nature. I also carry Quick Clot inside my chest kit, and that is all I have in the front. Let's get into the middle. All right, so in what I would consider the main compartment, which let me talk about how I have the zipper set up. So I have the zipper set up with the zipper pulls that came with the piece of equipment, and they're great. They work really well, and that'll be an important detail a little bit later. But once we get this open, what we have here, I've become rather fond of these liquid IV hydration multipliers. They're just electrolytes. They actually taste pretty good. They got a little bit of fake sugar in them to make them taste good, but they work well. They work exceptionally well. I usually have more than one snack in here, but I've just got some veggie blend, you know, fruit strips right here. I always keep, and I got this from Evident, I keep a evidence ruler inside my kit for taking pictures of tracks. That's really particular to me and what I do. I carry my designed by me, Chamonix, built by LT Wright Knives, in the kit bag, and it works exceptionally well. It does stick out the zipper a little bit, but I like that so I can get quick access for it if I need it. I did modify this a little bit. I have some bicycle tube right here, just as a means for fire starter, and I have a piece right here on the handle as well, just to add a little bit of grip for me when I'm utilizing the knife. Makes quite a bit of difference actually. And I have this set up to be horizontal carry on the left side, so that I can, when I typically wear this on my belt, which is where I typically have it, I'll have it there. Inside here, I have this Velcro backed small pouch that Hill People Gear also makes, and it is really robust. You can tell it stretches so that you can put a lot of stuff in here. I keep a Leatherman Wave multi-tool. I keep another light right here as a backup. Down inside here, I have an Anchor battery backup. That'll charge my phone 1.5 times, and then I keep an extra cord, and I don't do anything with this cord except use it here. That way I've always got a cord to attach my phone, because I use my phone as a GPS device, particularly CalTopo, the app, and I want to be able to connect it so that I've got battery power. Inside here, this is almost like a mini E&E kit. I have some Vietnam era tripwire for the purpose of building traps and binding shelters and stuff of that nature. I've also got a big hank of Titan Survivor cord that I keep in here, and I don't like keeping these things all tied up like on bracelets, because if I'm wounded, it'd be hard to take those apart. I also have an Exotac fire sleeve with a big lighter in it for fire building, and I also have in here an Exotac really lightweight ferroceram rod and striker that work exceptionally well. Also inside here, and again, this is just a kit for boo-boos and fixing things, I have duct tape back on itself. This is Gorilla Tape. It works exceptionally well. And I had some other cordage on here that I utilized in a recent class. These little containers here are made by Tough Possum, and they work exceptionally well to just put cordage on and stuff of that nature. This is something I've changed. I use these Exotac zipper pools. These have some fire starting material inside the cordage itself, and they are orange, and I purposely put them on here so that I can visually, if for some reason I'm stressed and I can't get to my firearm, I have this available to me, where it's not only is it kinesthetically where it's supposed to be, but I also have these zipper pools, and I leave them right here, which the way I think the Hill People Gear, Evan and Scott intended this to be used, is that you can grab this and just open it like that, which is the way I have it set up. But I also have it set up such that I can do that with these pools as well. And I purposely put one down in there, and I keep the other one out, so that I know when I reach and grab it, I know which one I've got to go for. I carry a Glock 19, and I carry it with a Kydex finger guard trigger well protector so that I don't accidentally discharge the firearm. I also want to show you how I do this so I can remove this whole system really quickly. So I have my cordage attached to my trigger guard, and then I just have it on a little hook that if I want to take this from one pack to the other, or have it on a fanny pack, because I also have the Hill People Gear fanny pack that I use pretty regular, I can just take this out and put it into another pack. Now, I'm usually carrying water in a water bladder, again, as I explained with my Recon Harness. But let's take a look at this for my summertime setup. I also have this tool row, which also Velcros out from Hill People Gear. And what I have in here is some extended survival supplies. So both in this zipper pocket, I have some more electrolytes. I have a Sawyer Mini. I have a Rapid Pure, and I have a really robust, really big monster ferroceram rod here as a backup to my other one. I also have another ferrosim rod that is attached to some cordage, just because the cordage is easy to carry there. And then I have my fast fire cubes. These are the things that, these things right here are, hey, it's raining and I've got to build a fire and I've got to make it happen kind of thing. Also, I have a Wilderness Innovations tarp, basically what they call their personal survival shelter. So this is a poncho that has sleeves on the end of it that you can run cordage through and make this into a hammock. Obviously set it up into a regular shelter like a teepee shelter or a lean-to shelter or something of that nature, a wedge or what have you. It fits nicely in here. Now as it gets cold, I will add a layer in here for core body temperature that I don't need to carry during the summer, and we're pretty much on the cusp of doing that now. So that's it, you all. This is my Hill People Gear chest kit and the way that I carry it. And I'm always changing things, constantly changing things. So this is a little different from the last time I did this. And I hope it gives you some food for thought on what you'll need to do for your geography, where the topography where you live, the geography where you live, and set it up for your needs. If you're alone, if you have a family, I don't have little kids with me anymore, they're grown and moved out of the house kind of thing. So I have a different setup now for me. This is the kit that goes with me nearly every single time I go into the outdoors. And next I'll show you my pack in another video somewhere down the road, show you how I set it up for a not coming home situation, or maybe even what you would consider maybe a tactical situation or something of that nature, and we'll look at that at a different time. So this is it. I'll have links for everything in the description below. Hope you enjoyed it. Come on, join in. Let's learn together.